Hello everybody, welcome to today's very special video. I am Bolt Up, and today I am bringing you a real-life coaching session that I had with Aneil from the Shift Gear podcast. Now, as many of you know, I have been preparing for the Indianapolis Regional, coming up about a month away as of today, a little less than a month. And I have felt like I have taught myself everything I could possibly learn. So I was trying to find a way to take one more step further. So I scoured the internet looking for coaches. I threw a question out on Twitter, seeing if anybody had experience with some coaches, and I had somebody reach out to me and suggest Aneil. And at that point, Aneil had responded or sent a message to me on Twitter. We talked it over a little bit and decided that we would be a good fit. So what this video is the actual coaching session between me and Aneil for this initial one where, we talk it over. He gets to know me as a player, as a person, kind of where I am in my Pokemon journey. And then we play some games where, I control the board and he watches and talks over some plays, gives reasons as to why he would make the play that he does. And so I basically get to see, a much more experienced, better player in the situation that I'm in, explaining the correct plays, or in his mind, the correct plays. So I absolutely learned a ton. Be sure to watch this video in case you are unsure if coaching is right for you. This way you can, get firsthand to see what that is like. So here we go. Let's get into the coaching session.
All right, sweet. So first of all, thank you. Takes a leap of faith sometimes to get some people to, I would need a leap of faith too to sign up with a coach for a coaching session. It's always one of those like in between things where you're like, do I really want to do this? And then you're like, maybe I should. So thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm at the point where I feel like I have taught myself everything I can, and now I need to reach out to somebody who knows more than I do. So
yeah, I feel that. Sometimes I get there, even now, man. Like, I've been playing this game for 15 years. Even now, I'm like, okay, I've taught myself, like, Chen Pao. I've taught myself all the outs. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to cheat. I just need to talk to somebody. Like,
right.
I can't do all this by myself, man. But yeah, so just a little bit of background on myself. I've been playing for 15 years. I've been to Worlds 4 times, hopefully 5 in August. A lot of on and offs as I grew up, kind of learning about myself and growing up through school and stuff. So a little bit on and off. Kind of had a similar journey to you in the sense that I was kind of in like this like in between weird phase. And then eventually I broke out. And the way I broke out is I just kept playing the game, and eventually I got one good result, and that confidence kind of like explodes in your head, right? So like from going through what you showed me, or what you messaged me, which was really good, by the way. So thank you for all that. I saw that you kind of started with really, really difficult decks. So you played Gardevoir, you played Chen Pao. I'm just going through it right now too. And I think you played Charizard once, and that was your best finish. Is that correct?
Yeah, this last Tournament of Doom was the first time I put more than minutes into Charizard.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, it was all Guardian Chen Pao before rotation.
So you know how to play the hard decks very well. You maybe you'd put yourself in like that middle percentile of players, like for those hard decks, I guess, if you were to evaluate yourself.
Yeah. I think, like I said earlier, I beat the bad players and I lose to the good players, so I'm like somewhere right in there.
Yeah, and that's tough.
It definitely feels like those decks clicked with me too. There, some decks click with you, some don't, and I mean, Guardian, Chen Pao both just like immediately clicked with me when I started playing them.
Do you enjoy the challenge?
Yes, for sure, absolutely.
Okay, so that's important. Like, how? So I just recorded an episode today with Julian, the guy who came 17th at UIC with Arc Armor Rouge, and he basically said, I was like, hey, what do you have to say to newer players who are like trying to get through? Because he just got his first day too. Like that was like his first one, and he's like, just play what you enjoy. Because the moment you stop playing what you enjoy, you're not gonna like this game. And like, bro, I've been down that path so many times. Like, I played Lugia a couple times, and I'm a Lugia hater. And every time I played Lugia, I legit wanted to quit the game afterwards. And like, even though it was the best deck, I wasn't performing with it because my head wasn't really in it. So
For sure.
That's important. So that's the reason why I bring that up. So you like these complicated decks, you like kind of going there, but you want to get yourself out of like that mid range into that high range. So what I've found in terms of like tournament performance is my clients that I teach very, very difficult decks to, like Gardevoir, like Chen Pao, stuff like that, they tend to get to where they want to be way faster than people who are like, hey, can you teach me Miraidon? And the reason for that is once you know how to play the hard decks, you know how to play the easy decks very, very, very well. So even if you play the hard decks at a 10% aisle, you're playing the easy decks at a 90% aisle, just because of how used to it you are.
Well, it probably teaches you a lot more skills to the game than a linear deck like Miraidon or Roaring
Exactly.
Moon, for example.
Yeah, like I can't teach you to hit 2 off your generators, right? But I can teach you how to sequence Gardevoir perfectly.
For
And
sure.
once you have that, you're going to be in a situation where with Miraidon, you remember to Ultra Ball first, so you have a higher chance of hitting 2 off your generators. Little things like that. So that's kind of my example I give. Um, so for you specifically, what I would challenge you to do is we would play a little bit with a harder deck, like something you're comfortable with. And then once you master that hard deck, especially if your goal is Indy Regionals, which is about what, like 4 weeks away now?
Yep, it's about a little under a month away. Yep.
Yeah, so once you master something like that, which I feel like you're already very close to, we can try something a little bit less difficult, like just a little bit. We're not talking like let's go Guardy to Miraidon, but we can go maybe like Gardevoir to Charizard, Gardevoir to Ancient Box, Gardevoir to Future Box, whatever, right? And see how well you do with that. See if you can kind of like increase your results from there, and then incrementally like kind of ramp up to where you want to be right before Indianapolis. And because you've been doing regionals before, you know the experience, like that first time jitter's kind of out of the way.
Yep.
You're gonna focus on playing the game more this time.
For sure.
It's a bit less of like, oh, I hope I'm not gonna get rule sharked or you're nervous or whatever, which is normal.
Dude, those first 4
So,
rounds, man.
right? It's terrifying. You don't know what the
really
hell you're
was.
walking into.
It really was.
Yeah. So now that's out of your head. That's all gone. So now it's all about performing. And I think you're in a good spot actually. And I'm really glad you're doing this year as opposed to waiting until next year. Because you can get like a good performance out of the way now, and the next year you can start to build, man. You can start to really like put things together, try and maybe not chase an invite, but at least be very, very competitive at it.
And that's where I'm at. I mean, I'm not going to be traveling to a ton of regionals. Midwest regionals are where I'm at, and then cups and challenges. So I don't have a goal to get my invite unless I end up winning a regional. I just want to perform the best I can. I want to be competitive at every tournament I go to.
Correct. Yeah, and that's where I think is a really, really realistic goal. A lot of people like kind of walk in, they say, "Hey, I want to get my invite like right now," and like I love the ambition, but I'm a realist, and sometimes
make me a regional winner right now.
yeah, sometimes I'm like, man, like I don't know how to tell you this, but I don't know, man. So for anything, it takes a lot of hard work. But I will say this: you can get lucky sometimes, for sure. But in order to get lucky, there's a saying, and I'm sure you've heard it, where you have to be good to be lucky and lucky to be good, right?
For sure.
In order to get lucky, you have to put yourself in a position to get lucky, and to do that, you got to master the fundamentals, master all like the baseline stuff, and that's where I can help you. Just like those little like turn to turn actions, like kind of setting goals out, doing things like that, so you can kind of automate your process, so that when you're in a tournament and you're in a high stakes scenario, you already know what the hell you're supposed to do. Like you're sitting there, you're like, I've done this 1,000 times. So that's kind of like the key of Pokemon, so to speak. Repetition, less memorization, but more so muscle memory. Like, oh, I played Zard X amount of times. I know I need 6 energies with Chen Pao. It's not something you're using your active brain to think about. You can focus more on carrying out your turn, if that kind of makes sense.
Yep, for sure.
So what I do with everybody that I coach, especially for the first few weeks, is I start a Google document. So I'll make a Google Doc for you as well right now, where we can put in anything you learn, anything you think about, anything like even in between sessions. If you're like, hey, I want to ask Aneil this later, just jot it down in the Google Doc or even message me on Discord, whatever. And I'm happy to answer for you, like outside of sessions, whatever it is, because like those things are important. I think there's a lot of value to like sometimes you're like, I have a superior energy retrieval and I have an ultra ball and I have 2 fodder cards. Which one do I play first? And in that moment, you're just gonna do it, right? You're just gonna play it however you think fit, and then you kind of forget about it. So there's a lot of value to like kind of jotting things down. So that's what I do. I make Google Docs for everybody, and anything you have, anything we might learn, just throw it in there. I'm gonna make it right now and send it to you.
Okay.
But that's kind of the thing. It's all about like incrementally learning. You're not gonna kind of just randomly become Tord. I'm still waiting to become Tord. I've been at it for 15 years. I ain't even close. So it's one of those things. It's just like incrementally just working at it and then getting better from there. So the question I have for you is right now, what decks are you enjoying?
Let's see. I've been playing a lot of Charizard now. Since that tournament, I've been playing a lot of Charizard. I've started playing the new Gardevoir. Kind of getting a feel for that. It is significantly better than I thought it was.
Yep. Me too.
I do like the Snorlax control as well. I have tried Pidgeot control, and that one does not click with me. That one is significantly more complicated. I have tried the Ancient Box, and that one hasn't clicked with me yet. So really, it's just Charizard, Gardevoir, and Snorlax, and Lostina. I do enjoy Lostina. I have
Everyone
not
enjoys
played
a
it
little
this
bit of
rotation yet, but I do enjoy Lustina.
And that one's more or less the same. There's not a whole lot to that that's really that different. So what if? Okay, let me ask you a question then. So if Indy was this weekend, what are you playing?
If I am not metagaming, I'm playing Charizard.
Okay, I
That
like
is the
that.
deck that I am the most comfortable with at this exact second. If I'm
Okay,
metagaming, it might be different. It might be Snorlax or something, depending on if I expect 30% Charizard. But
yeah,
um,
okay.
that's Charizard right now is what I am feeling most confident with.
And I mean, you just did well with it as well, right? So
Yeah, yep.
that has some factor to it.
I have a challenge this weekend, and it's Charizard that I have sleeved up ready to go right now.
Perfect. Okay, sweet. So yeah, there's a lot of I have a lot of chit chat. I know I talk a lot, but is there any questions you have like just off the start that maybe have been plaguing you that you've been wanting to ask somebody, or it's kind of good to go?
I mean, probably, but none of them I can think of at this exact moment. I'm sure there's some though.
Cool. All right, let's do it. So, the way I like to do it is I kind of get my clients to like screen share. We just hop into some games, kind of walk you through some stuff, or I can play against you, whichever one you prefer. I like the first one typically, especially when I'm starting out with somebody, just so I can kind of see where they're at. But it's totally up to you.
So for the first one, you like to like backseat it?
To backseat it,
Yeah.
yeah, just to
Okay.
completely backseat it.
For sure. Okay. Yep.
Sound good?
Not a problem at all.
Perfect. So we just got typical Tordzard.
Let's see. That is what I have been playing right now. I've just copied and pasted his deck right now.
Okay, fair enough. Can't argue with the results, I guess.
I know, right? Um, the well, actually, hold on. Do I still have? No, I don't have the one. Well, you know what? Hold on. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
back
do your thing.
to the one that I used in the Tournament of Doom because that
Yeah.
is what I have the most games in. So let's do that one.
Yeah, so we got about under a month to get you like kind of in the right mindset.
Yep. Yep.
And by that I mean like when I say mindset, I mean like more so just getting you like kind of robotic, like in the sense that you've played so much, you already know what you're doing before you even think about it. And I think every time I've done well in the tournament, every time I've gone deep, it's because I have like that deep understanding. It's less about like knowing like, hey, I need to do X, Y, Z in a certain matchup, and more so just like, oh, I know how to play my deck.
For sure. For sure. Yeah. Okay. So this is the list.
Okay,
This is where
cool.
I'm at right now. So, Pidgeot Zard,
Yeah, we go
one
Pidgeot
Erie,
Zard.
one TM Devo, Maximum Belt,
Okay,
and
looks pretty
then
straightforward.
6 Energies and a Mist. Took this
Okay,
from an online tournament result at one point.
and now you
Uh,
are the online tournament result.
Literally 10 minutes before the tournament is where I got
There
this
you go.
list.
That person can thank you because you made it more popular.
All
It's
right.
lit.
So, there we go. And ready to jump in?
Let's do it. Yeah, I think what I was just explaining like at the beginning about like the whole like people who play complicated decks and go to an easier deck have a better time thing. I think you literally just like are a walking talking example of that.
That makes a good point,
This is
or
perfect.
that makes sense. And I hadn't even thought about it that way, but yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you're already proving it. I didn't even need to do anything.
Maybe Charizard is my answer all along.
It might have been.
I have avoided it
I
for
was
so long
playing.
playing Chien-Pao and Guardy, but
Yeah, I was playing Gardevoir kind of all season. I switched to Miraidon before LAIC, and I had the best run of my life.
oh, did
Because
you?
like, yeah, I'm used to like checking prizes, and I'm like, wait, I don't have to do that anymore. I'm like, this is sick. I
You
played
can take the
Peony
lead by
Miraidon.
turn
I was kind
3.
of like the first one to play Peony Miraidon. That's kind of how it blew up. I just saw it online, and I was like, this looks kind of sick. And I played it and got 16th. I was like, okay, cool.
Oh, so you're the one that made the name for
That would be I. It's a little infamous. I don't like to claim it.
it. I did enjoy playing that one.
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun for a little while. Once the cat was out of the bag, it kind of sucked, but it was good for a
Yeah,
little
it
while.
was definitely really good at the start when nobody was expecting it.
Yeah, no one knew what my cards did. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, pretty typical Zard start here. Not a
Yeah.
whole lot going on.
Da, 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 da.
Against Roaring Moon, I mean, you have to be a little bit wary of them knocking you out turn 1. So, yeah, I think it is right to play the Ultra Ball here.
Yep.
Much as we don't want to.
Yep. It's one of those where going second would be really good.
Yeah. So, yeah, good habit to get into here. I'm sure you already know this, but just check prizes, kind of get an
Yep.
idea of if anything important's missing.
Yeah. One Arvin. 2 Iono? I think I run 4 Iono.
Yeah, I think so.
1 Super Rod. And an energy.
1 energy. All good. Yeah, Rotom's fine.
Yeah, yeah. Especially because I have the Arven, unless I get Ionoed.
Yeah, and I don't think they play Prime. I think they play that Ancient Awakening drum thing, so you should be okay.
I've seen a split.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think the Awakening drum is a lot better for them.
I think so too.
Which I can't believe I'm saying that with how broken Prime Catcher is.
Right? When it first came out, I was like, yo, no one's ever going to play another Ace Spec, and now everyone's playing everything but Prime Catcher.
Right? Okay, yeah, that was my thought was when I first saw that, how broken are the other Prime or the other Ace Specs going to be if you're going to play something other than this?
Crazy, right?
And Maximum Belt turns out to be really good.
Yeah, it's a good card. Made Zard better, which is nuts.
Well, yeah, it made Zard an aggro deck, and it turned an unfavorable matchup in Chien-Pao into a favorable one. Been able to knock out a Chien-Pao on turn 2 that Zard couldn't do before.
I still think that if you're playing as a good Chien-Pao player, they have the edge, but I agree with you. In general, I think it is a little bit favored now.
I think with Eerie and Devo, I think it gives Charizard the advantage.
Yeah, it's close.
In my experience, I went 4-0 against him in that tournament of Doom because I ran him out of resources. That being said, they probably weren't great players, but being able to Eerie, Devo, and just run them out of rare candies, I was able to win that way. Okay.
And I mean, this match is pretty favorable, especially with a hand like this too. So we should be chilling. Yeah, you're able to get the double.
So we go
Jihad and Zard thing going.
Okay, so we have the Zard. We have 2 candies. So all we need is a Pidgeot.
Yep. Probably just an Ultra Ball and some fodder, I would think here.
Oh shoot! I missed the Forest Sealstone is gone.
Yeah, it should be fine. You can just grab Ultra Ball and Devo or something.
That because we don't
Choice
need.
Bell's probably even more useless. Yep.
Yeah, because there's no V's in that deck.
And you're not you don't care too much about what we're killing here. This is more like a pace matchup. Turo could be okay. I would actually consider keeping the Turo here.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. They don't run a ton of items, I don't think, right?
No, and they won't devolve you either. So you can maybe even get rid of a rare candy and just Pidgeot for it back again. If you wanted to keep Airy.
Well, that's
totally
true,
up to you.
Yeah, I do like the Airy. I have an irrational love for Airy.
For Airy, yeah.
I mean, it's such a good card.
It is. It actually is. I think it's so degenerate. I wish they never printed it, but it is good.
It really is. It has turned me away from Chien-Pao as of lately because it's really good.
I'm playing Chien-Pao this weekend in Orlando, and I'm terrified.
Chien-Pao's in such a good spot, though. As a whole, it's really underrated.
Mm-hmm.
As long as everybody's not running Airy and Devo.
Yeah, I would bench the Charmander there first just so you can get an extra energy onto it, but it's all good. Shouldn't matter.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I usually find myself not throwing energies on anything extra in case I need to use something for like the Rotom Retreat or something like that. Mm-hmm. Is that...
That's fair.
How do you feel about that?
It's fair. So I personally don't like it because I like thinning energies out of my deck so I don't draw them.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and you play enough like flex spots and you have enough energies, especially at this point when you only have 2 on board, where you're going to have enough to retreat typically. So you can just blow this thing up now.
Yeah, because I guess we don't know. Well, this is the moon. This is the double moon deck. So they could.
Yeah, that grass energy is kind of spooky, but
I don't even know what they could possibly have. I guess they have the iron leaves.
Yeah, it'd be leaves.
That's the only thing they could have.
And they need a lot though. They need a Sada plus attach. Both grass energies. I don't know.
Force Seal.
Doesn't
That's pretty
seem good.
solid. Force Seal's pretty good there.
Force Seal's a pretty good card.
I don't think there's any way they can power up a Roaring Moon EX.
Not on one turn, no. Unless they have no, actually they can't. They have to play E-Switch, basically.
Yeah, and nobody does that anymore.
Yeah.
Plus, I do have another Charizard lined up with the Force Seal and the Pidgeot.
Did they actually have it? Oh my god. They had double grass leaves in their hand with an Ultra Ball. What the hell? All right. I mean, they're just better, I guess.
They're
It's
gonna
all
grab
good. We'll
the.
just respond with another Zard.
Does the leaves have to come from your hand? Okay, there we go. I was just
Yeah.
say if they drop the nest ball with the leaves,
Oh,
that
I
would be kind of
wish.
funny.
That is disgusting what they just did. But hey, game respects game, I guess. That was pretty baller.
I mean, they played up for it. They knew it was coming. I don't want to say
Oh
they
yeah.
baited me into it because I mean that's all you can do, but they were ready for it.
I don't. We could have known they had those exact cards. I still think we would have done the same thing.
Yeah, say I don't necessarily think it was a bait. I don't think there was anything we could have done.
Yeah. It's all good. Now we just respond KO.
Yeah,
This
say
is
I
the
had the
beauty of
KO
Zard.
unless they
We
had
don't even
another
care.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, Ultra Balling does feel really bad. I think we just burn the stone.
You say,
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
It feels awful.
Oh, you know what? I'm out of candies
Oh yeah.
because there's one prized.
Prized one. Huh, that's funny. Okay.
I'm glad you
So
find
how
it
can we
funny.
deal with this?
Okay,
Yeah.
here, let's start with this. See what I got.
So okay. So we gotta go a little bit reserved here then. I would think we probably just try and get the Charmeleon down with another Charmander if we can, because they can't attack this turn with the leaves again. So you're gonna have to retreat into the moon. Okay.
So if I go Poffin Charmeleon,
I like that. I think I like that. I
that
like
sets me up
Poffin, and then I
2
think we have to
Charmanders.
Ultra Ball.
Well, I still have 4 Sealstone.
Right. Yeah, we could do that too.
So I Poffin for 2 Charmanders. I force Sealstone for the Charmeleon, evolve that one, and retreat into the Rotom. No,
I was thinking we're in a spot
right?
where maybe we save the Force Sealstone for a supporter and get a new hand going, get like a research or something. Just Ultra Ball the Airy and the Turo.
Yeah,
Because we're gonna need multiple pieces next turn.
That doesn't matter. That makes sense. The Airy doesn't matter. The Turo isn't in a spot. So Ultra Ball for Charmeleon, for a seal for research.
Yep, you got it.
So I've not played a supporter this turn, right?
Nope. Maybe just double check to make sure we haven't played a supporter, but I'm like 99% sure we haven't. Yeah, no.
Yeah, nope. Yeah, not since Arvin.
Cool. Yeah, I think this works better because it gives us something to work with next turn.
Yep, that makes sense. And probably a play that I would have missed.
It's all good. That's why you have backseater over here.
That's right.
Everyone hates a backseat driver until it comes to Pokemon. PTCG Live, hello?
Yep. This has been happening a lot lately to me. Has this happened to you at all? Yeah, it just
I haven't had
the freeze with the card in the middle. This is the first time it's happened on the computer. It's happened on my phone a ton.
Does it ever resolve, or does it just sit here in the abyss?
Sometimes it resolves, but usually I need to take another action, and I have no other action.
Nice.
Yeah,
this is a great client we have. This might be a quit and go next.
Yep.
It's actually quite unfortunate because I don't think we were in a bad spot.
Yeah, getting a brand new hand with research there.
Yeah, despite having 0 candies left, we were somehow still in a winning position.
Right.
That's all right. All right, we'll go next.
Yep.
But yeah, so like that's a good example, I think. Like just like little tiny plays when you think outside the box a little bit. I think those are the plays that new players miss. Not that you're a new player, you've been playing for a while now, but even myself, I miss those all the time. Like sometimes I'll be sitting there and I'll just miss it, and then someone next to me will be like, "Hey, man, why didn't you do X, Y, and Z?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I should have done that." So that's why I think there's a benefit to having like backseat drivers sometimes, even if it's just your buddies just like watching over you or whatever.
Oh, for sure, I agree, 100%. And that's actually why I started recording my games in the first place, which is so I can go back and watch them or have somebody else watch them.
Yeah, get some good feedback. You said you played with your kids too?
Yeah.
Nice.
My daughter comes to cups and challenges with me every once in a while.
Sick. Is she still as into it as like when you started? Or no?
Not as much, but she probably goes to about every other tournament I go to now instead of every one of them.
Still.
Yeah. I mean, she has fun. She has fun when she's there. She plays, whatever fun things lying around. Lately, it's been Wug Trio.
Wug Trio. I like it.
All right. So
All right,
this
their hand
future
seems
hand
dead,
should be
but so
pretty
does
good.
ours.
Yeah. Let's see. Ultra Ball is an option. If I use that, I mean, I could just draw and move on.
We could, but I feel like we need a bit more just because they're so aggressive, right? They can just retreat and ride on you. I feel like it might be an Ultra Ball, Countercatcher Candy, and then Iono. I'm not sure we have a choice.
Remember what happened last time when we Ultra Ball the candy?
True. All right, we can Ultra Ball Super Rod if you got PTSD. We can do
I
it. We don't even have Charmeleon, so maybe that would have been the right call. Damn. Damn. He's seen our deck before me. That's crazy. How can you see through it? How do you know we prized Charmeleon?
Dude, I'm that good, man.
I know. You're just better.
Iono, Charmeleon, Candy.
Right, we got hella candies this time.
Oh yeah. Poffin. All right, Charmander?
Yeah.
Just to get that out there.
I'm especially not worried about. I know their hand is presumably dead, but I'm not worried because they went first, so they could just be chilling on Arvin, right?
Yeah.
So this is fine.
Yep.
Yeah, this is all good.
And I mean, overall, this is just a good matchup.
Mm-hmm.
In general.
Somehow our hand almost got worse.
I know. No, I was hoping for Poffin there or something. So yeah, I do that. I call for family. I get, well, I mean,
Charmander feels pretty good.
Yeah, because you don't want to need Rotom, and you have Arvin,
exactly.
So you can evolve that anyway.
That's a fantastic way to put it. You don't want to need it.
If you need it, you're losing.
Yeah. Yeah, like because if their hand had an Arvin and an energy, it turns into Miraidon, Future Boost, Retreat, Death, and then we're just in a very precarious spot.
And as of now, they have no Miraidon. There he is.
Oh, there you go. Research guy. This person plays very fast. I like it. They're just slamming stuff down.
I know, right? It's like they've had some reps with this deck.
Yeah. Or they got like the fastest like gaming PC in the world.
Client that never crashes.
Yeah. This client literally made me buy a new desktop. I was losing my mind. I couldn't run it on my MacBook anymore. I was like losing it.
I played on my phone for so long and only my phone. Started playing on here and I hate playing on my phone now.
Yeah, right? It's night and day.
All right, so
okay, this is interesting now. Because we don't have a Force Seal Stone target, so if we were a candy, we're just getting Zard. But I think that's the right play because Iron Crown is weak to Dark.
I always forget that. So yeah. Zard can one hit knock that out.
Seems fine. I think we just guarantee it. And
yeah, because then nothing can hit the Zard. If that comes up, I can then vacuum it before I do anything to it.
Yeah, I'd like to save our vacuum if we can.
Well, I guess actually that can knock out the hands.
The Max Belt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grab
good old TM Devo if you want. Or that, yeah. Up to you.
It's the only... Yeah. I mean, I can at least do something next turn.
I think if they hit into Zard anyways with just Iron Hands, they lose regardless.
Oh yeah, well yes.
Max Belt or not.
Yeah, Max Belt just helps out a little bit.
Yeah. We can keep that vacuum as well so they don't have the opportunity to replenish it.
Yeah. Not use it until you're ready to knock it out with the baton on it.
Exactly. This matchup is basically like, okay, if we evolve, they lose.
Here's a Charmeleon.
Which we have now done, and now we have a Charmeleon.
What are your thoughts on this deck?
On Feature Box?
Yeah.
I think it's very high roll. That's what I'll say. I think when you go, but when you don't go, you suck.
Like I
Sorry,
was
go ahead.
incredibly disappointed with how underwhelming the deck was after I started playing it.
Yep. Same, man. I had high hopes. And then I started playing, and like sometimes you just don't have a supporter, and you're like just top deck mode all the time.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it can win very fast, but if you don't, you just lose.
Mm-hmm. What do we got here? So we don't play fish in
This
here, I
is
don't think,
rough.
right?
What's that?
We don't play Luminion.
Oh my gosh, I've been playing too many lists.
I don't think we do.
No, yes, there's Luminion here, so I
Oh,
could Luminion for the boss, get the knock on the Iron Hands.
I don't remember seeing it though, so it might be prized. Either way, we Ultra Ball,
Oh,
I
that's a
think.
good
So let's
point.
Ultra Ball the just get rid of the Mana Fee and
Yeah, you don't need mana
Rod, I
fee.
guess. Probably okay to get rid of Rod here. I don't think I saw it.
Nope.
Yeah. Hmm. So we might just hit in here and not research. So we
Yeah, because they still
kind of
can't knock
risky
out the
using PGM.
Charizard.
Yeah, they can't really do anything.
And if they boss, they boss.
So,
Well, or
this is a toughie.
or I take the Rotom,
And then research it.
I attach the belt and research.
Yeah, I think we got to do that. We can use the Rotom to use the vacuum with.
Yeah, yep. Because we evolve here. Yeah, because I want to get a Pidgeot, so I can evolve that.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw it away. We attach the max belt, and then we vacuum away here to here.
Because I don't think standing pat here and just attacking does any good. We might as well just try and get a Pidgeot. That is not what we were.
That doesn't get either.
It's all good. Yeah, we just swing into this thing. Not a whole lot else going on.
Could collapse away something. Then they have to choose an Iron Crown or their Greninja.
I think we want them to keep the Greninja though, because it'll be our one prize that can even out this prize trade at some point.
Oh yeah, because we're taking a single prize here.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
What we're gonna have to do with our next Zard that we get up is use it to power up the Radzard, because we prized one Charmander. Oh, thanks, fish. So we'll probably need Radzard eventually, so we can probably use the next Charizard to power that up.
And that's something that I have failed to do with this deck. I think throughout the entire Tournament of Doom, I don't know if I attacked with the Radzard once.
That's crazy.
I
love that card.
I mean, I kind of do, but I just don't feel like there's ever been an opportunity to use it. And I'm probably just not seeing it.
Fair enough.
Like right there, you mentioned the Radzard. I'm thinking, I want to power this up, keep hitting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, your opponent just wasn't feeling it.
Well, I mean, would you if you were on that end?
No. If I was playing that deck against anything, I would not be feeling it. If you're playing against like a theme deck, I'd still probably rage quit.
You win every match against somebody that bricks early and lose if they play the game.
Yeah. That's kind of why I like Zard, because you have like that little in between. Like, even if you brick early, you can just swing for like a cajillion damage later, and you're still okay normally.
Yeah, because you kind of want to go behind. That's one thing I've enjoyed about the Tord list is the Cleffa into the Defiant Band.
Yeah.
Because if they knock out that Cleffa, your Zard's hitting for 240 with the Defiant Band. Which is
250 even. Pretty crazy. It's 180 plus 30, and I think Defiance Band adds 40.
No, it adds 30. It's 30.
Is it 30?
Yeah.
I thought it was 40.
Nope.
Maybe I'm tripping. My bad.
Come on, man. Are you new here?
Yeah, I must be. I actually never play Zard. This is one of those decks that I do not like. It feels very linear, but it's so good. Like, it's just me being stubborn. That's all it is. And I recognize it.
It took me until now. I mean, after just seeing all the tools it had at this rotation, I'm like, yeah, it's that good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've played it a few times before, and I just felt like when I lost, it wasn't like... I had no say in it. I just lost because I got ran over, and I just didn't enjoy it.
Hey, I think I'm playing against Tord's list.
Yeah, with no Charmanders. It's pretty good.
Right. Okay, so yeah, I mean, Pidgey's going to get knocked out at some point.
hmm
So
Probably
we
Arvin
can
for a Poffin
Arvin
here.
for what's that?
Probably for a Poffin. Buddy Poffin. And then
Trying
probably
to think
Ultra
if
Ball
there's a
for
way to
Rotom,
get
something like that.
Rotom out there. Because if it's towards list, he's not running TMD though, so I don't need Mist.
We could also not. We could go Rare Candy and Rotom. That's also fine too, because we have Call for Family.
Oh yeah.
I think I like
Makes
that
sense.
better. Just get a piece in her hand.
That makes sense because I do have the energy for that.
We'd also just go for Nest Ball and save our Ultra Ball fodder. It's also an option. How many energies do we have? Actually, we should probably check that. Then make the decision off that.
5.
So we have all of them.
Pressed.
Yeah, we can get candy. I think getting candy is fine.
Yeah, yep. That's fine.
When
Although
Ultra Ball probably Ultra Ball, the Ultra Ball, and then
yep.
Fire or something.
Yep, because I can get that back. Rotom.
There we go. Very well done turn. We can probably hold off on attaching the seal just because they play Vacuum.
Yeah, there's nothing I want this turn.
No, and if they Iona you, were happy anyways. It was a very well orchestrated turn, actually. This is a bit of a complicated board. This matchup is actually like deceivingly complicated too. There's so many times where I think, like, were you able to watch UIC at all, like on stream?
Yeah, I watched most of it.
Like, did you see that the Tord and what's his face mirror match?
The semis.
What's his name? Yeah, what's his name? William Azevedo.
Yeah. I missed that one, but I started watching it today actually.
It is a masterclass on Zardmir. I suggest watching it. It was unbelievable to watch.
I plan on watching it probably multiple times because I've heard nothing but exactly what you just said on is it's incredible to watch.
Yeah, it shows how complicated this mirror really is, which is it's fun. It's actually a really fun challenge to learn it.
And if I plan on playing this at Indy, I need to know this mirror match.
Yeah, it might be pretty important. Yeah. Like a lot of the time, to be honest, it does come down to like just who runs over who. But like in the times when it doesn't, like in that mirror match in the semis, that's when it gets real fun.
Yeah,
it does do 30. Yeah, I'm not qualified for this.
That was not me proving you wrong. It was me double checking to make sure that I was right.
He's like, look at this. You like that 30 damage, buddy?
Take that. Who are you again?
You idiot.
Okay, so I can Force Seal. I think Iono seems pretty good because they have a hand of 10.
Probably.
It messes their hand up. I can evolve here. I do have to throw my candy away, but I think that's fine to mess with their hand.
Yeah, seems fine. I'll go with this.
Would you attach the energy first to the Charmeleon?
I would attach one to the Charmeleon, yeah. So you have 5 left in decks, you're okay.
Yeah, and it could knock out a Cleffa and leave a single prizer up there.
Mm-hmm. There is a world, too, where we could have just instant charged there, but I think this is probably better because their hand is so big.
Yeah. And I mean, I could still instant charge afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they're building up for.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if they played what they Pidgeotted for, unless it was the Defiant Band, but I don't think it would have been. So whatever they Pidgeotted for, I could have just thrown to the bottom of the deck, too.
Yeah, instant charge seems fine here. We can bench another Charmander. I mean, it doesn't hurt.
Any world where I need to bench Lumineon at some point before something dies?
I don't think so, because if we put down Fish and Rotom, this matchup gets very dicey.
That's fair, yeah. Two easy double prizers.
Yeah, so we instant charge here, and then like our long-term goal is kind of to collapse before they collapsed. So if we can somehow like boss that Rotom into the active and then collapse, getting rid of our own, we put ourselves in a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
Just getting to that point is admittedly kind of difficult.
Yeah, I'm halfway through my deck and haven't seen Pidgeot yet.
Yeah. A lot of people find this matchup boring. I actually find it really, really intricate and fun, but I definitely understand why some people don't enjoy this.
It really feels like a Gardevoir mirror,
Yeah.
where it
I
could be
actually,
just one rolls over the other, or it could be you need to be careful in every single play.
yeah, I was gonna say I actually would argue that it's maybe more intricate than Gardevoir Mirror because Gardevoir Mirror just like we know we're all right, we're like Cresselia the Curlias or Screamtail the Curlias. This like there's so many different lines, it's crazy.
There has to be an answer that, like, there has to be one answer, right? That just hasn't been figured out yet.
I'd like to think so. I
there's
just
got to
don't
be
know.
there's got to be one answer somewhere. It at the
We gotta
Peoria
watch. We gotta
regional.
watch that semis over and over.
I know, right? Figure out what that was. The Peoria regional, I played Guardy 2 and I played the Mute EX for the Gardevoir mirror.
Mhm.
And I was able to pull the Greninja playoff 4 times in that
That's
regional.
so dirty. 4 times?
Twice against Champao and twice against Gardevoir.
That's insane.
One was against Estrada. He was a little
Oh
shocked
wow.
for that.
I would be too.
That was probably the highlight of my tournament was how I played against Estrada.
Was that the tournament he won, or did he win the
No,
next
no,
one?
he won the one before that. He won
Oh,
Pittsburgh,
before that.
and then
Right.
Peoria was right after that.
Okay, okay. Yeah, he played my list last weekend and he went like 4-4 drop. I was like, sorry, bro. My bad. I put an Artina list on my podcast episode and he's just like, yo, I'm just going to play your exact 60. I said, all right, man. Whatever you say, just don't blame me if it doesn't go well. He hadn't played since Peoria.
Yeah, I was gonna say he hadn't been to a ton of tournaments at all.
No, he got
Did
his
he not
invite
play
and
in
said
Toronto?
peace. I think he did actually. Sorry, yeah.
Okay, I would say I feel like he has to play in Toronto, right?
Yeah, we all have to. Okay. What do we got here? We got
So we have an
One
Arvin.
Piece.
They already have a
Yeah.
Zard. So I'm already hitting into a Zard at this point, which is fine because I'm getting the first bit of damage down.
They're probably going to boss KO the Rotom.
They
Actually, they have a
can't,
Define Spin. No,
'cause
they won't.
They're
No, they
only
won't.
doing, yeah.
Yeah, so we can probably Arvin here.
Yeah, I have to Arvin. Well, okay. I guess I go Arvin Zard because I don't have a way to get the Pidgeot.
Yeah, we don't have the ability.
Or a way to get both. So Arvin for the Ultra Ball. Well, oops.
You probably dump Belt.
know.
I don't think we need that. Choice Belt, that is.
Yeah. Wait, yeah, because they already took the prize, so I don't need it for the Rotom. Then probably Poffin at this point, right?
Yeah, Poffin's good.
Plenty of Poffins if I need them later.
Yeah. You can probably I'd evolve the 71.
Yeah.
The 61 is a bit more utility.
Yeah, I am probably going to drop the 71 altogether. The Heat Tackle has been really good at times.
Yeah, so good.
Especially with the random Dialga decks coming up.
Yeah.
It actually does things against Dialga.
We could burn the switch here, but I mean, Mist Energy doesn't really matter, so we can probably just retreat.
Yeah. They're not playing the de-evolution, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. This is where I would evolve. I'd probably attach one to the Charmander.
Yeah, I'm out of energies in the deck, so I need to at this point, so that way it's ready to attack next turn.
Just in case you draw. Yeah. Hitting for 2 times is fine.
Yep. Putting the first damage on the Charizard. The problem is they have a Pidgeot and I don't.
The good news is we max belt and they don't. So we're one-shotting faster than they are.
Yeah, and they used their Prime Catcher.
Yeah, which is interesting actually to play Prime Catcher in there. I think I prefer belt, but...
Yeah, especially going on odd prizes, but I guess they didn't have a way to take a 2-prizer that turn anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, maybe it's prized, because if it's towards list, it has a choice belt. But it could be prized.
I don't know if it is. I haven't seen a Bidoof yet.
Oh, that's true.
Mind you, their bench is just full of garbage, so I don't know.
I mean, it's Prime Catcher, it's Cleffa. If it's not, it's close. Defiance Band, that was in towards list as well.
Yeah, because like Bibarel is actually the best card in a mirror for towards list. That's like
I was playing Bibarel Zard for a while before I switched to the Pidgeot version, and having like 2 Bibarels on the bench is amazing for Zard.
So good. Can you check how many candies are down?
Should be 3, right? Yep.
3. Okay. Well, TM Devo's looking better by the second.
Yeah, when they throw all those down. That's not going to knock it out, and I can retreat it.
Are they going to retreat? No. Okay, well.
So I can knock out the Zard, and they still have no damage on mine.
I don't know why they did that, but it's okay. We'll take it. You can probably burn the switch here. Oh, that works too.
Yeah. I got two belts left. So I used rods.
Yeah, that's true too.
And they're not going to knock out the Zard this turn.
Yeah, killing here seems good. They didn't do a whole lot. They just bossed. So I'm reluctant to play the Iona, but we could.
Yeah, three cards in hand.
I kind of would like to, just so
But
we can
my
evolve
hand is
this
not
other
great.
Charmander. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And possibly get a Pidgeot.
I think we do it.
Do I attach the? I should
You
leave
leave
the
the
max belt.
Yeah.
Leave it. Don't attach it. Right. That's what you're saying.
No, don't attach it yet.
Yeah.
Because it's only when they get to 2 prizes that it matters. That's kind of how the math lines up. Hey, TM Devo
that seems really good.
Tempting. That's kind of tempting. I won't even lie.
I think I ride those back in and just Devo. I think that's the move.
I'm kind of down. I don't know why I'm down, but I'm down. It
knocks that out, and they only have 1 left, so they have to choose between Zard or Pidgeot, or they have to go Charmeleon, which will take them time.
If they can even find it. Yeah, I like it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Charmeleon isn't a bad option either, actually.
What did you say? The Charmeleon? That's I was looking.
Yeah.
I only down 1 candy, but yeah, that's probably better because I just
feel safe.
Well, I just need 1 more to power up another Zard, which is probably enough. Yeah, Devo seems really good.
This seems good. Yeah. Normally I'm like, I don't know, but this seems like a very good spot to do.
When they overextend themselves like that, it seems really good.
Yeah, and then they have 1 candy left, and that's it. Or sorry, they'll have 0 after this.
Yeah, after they do 1 more.
Then you just kill whatever they don't evolve.
The deck that I have sleeved up right now for this weekend is Tord's List with a Devo instead of the choice belt.
Did he not play a single Devo?
No.
Oh, okay.
He didn't play Devo or Eerie.
Interesting. He's good enough. He doesn't need either.
I know. Devo seemed like training wheels for me. It just helps the Zard mirror and the champ.
Helps the learning curve.
Right?
Yeah. No, what I saw from the finals, man, like, oh my God, he's a wizard.
I'm glad to see him winning a tournament again because it's been a while.
Yeah.
But like I think he just doesn't care in regionals anymore. Like he's done it. Wow. He's been there, done that. He just cares about ice season worlds at this point.
Yeah, and I find it so crazy how like even the best player in the world can't make a full living off just playing this game. Like that's how crazy it is.
Even with the insane pay increase this year.
Yeah, you still can't do it. You're still like, okay, like you're okay. Obviously, he's making a good amount of money, but like he would probably make more money still working in like ComSci or something. Like realistically,
I looked at his career earnings and I couldn't believe how low it was.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's crazy. Oh, goodbye, boss. We could use that. Am I
going to get a Pidgeot? Nope, not yet.
No, you're not.
Who needs a Pidgeot?
Who needs it? We don't need it.
I got an Eerie to take away that last rare candy if they ever have it.
True. But honestly, Erie's looking pretty good after they draw 4 cards here. That would be devastating. So they have 1 Zard.
There it is. Yeah, I gotta go Eerie. I have to
YOLO.
Take that risk.
YOLO, just do it. Oh no. Oh, that's so tempting.
No, I got Eerie because they still can't knock out the Zard no matter what. I got Eerie.
I'm down. I'm down. Yeah, do it.
Oh, bummer.
Damn it. What else do they have?
What else? Yeah. Oh, it is. Yep, they got the bibs.
So they have the Zard. They have Fish,
which they have the Charmeleon anyway. So.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yep. That's fine.
Not much else to do besides hit this thing.
Yep.
We could start attaching the Rad Zard, but like I don't really see the merit to it right now. Just seems like an boss accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, well, it's a single prizer though.
Yeah, I just feel like they
But no,
might
because
boss
they need
stall
to
it at
go
some
on.
point.
They're on odd prizes anyway, so they're fine
Mhm.
with taking a single prizer. And that puts me back on even.
If I were a betting man, I would foresee a counter catcher coming if they can get a Pidgeot up, but they need a lot to get that going. They need a crazy top deck to get a Pidgeot here. Like
Yeah, because they don't have either. They don't have the Pidgeot or the Ultra Ball or
they need exactly
Candy.
Arvin.
I guess they haven't been started yet, so yeah.
Yeah.
They need exactly Arvin.
Like exactly Arvin. Nothing else.
And no more, no less.
No more, no less. Okay, this is pretty good. If we can somehow find a boss next turn, we can go super aggressive here. Kill the Rotom. But I mean, this can be difficult for us. Actually, I'd rather kill the Bidoof now that I see that. Hmm. Well, we know they have B-Barrel in hand. Arvin's not doing a whole lot for us right now.
It's getting me a Pidgeot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's get a Pidgeot, I guess.
Did I
We've
still have my
potentially won Ultra Ball.
Switch?
We didn't prize check well enough because I don't remember if we have the last Ultra Ball. Okay, we do. Thank God. And I guess you can get the max belt too if you want to, but I feel like it's kind of useless if we're getting Pidgeot anyways.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not going to take it out of my hand, so.
Yeah. We have our Super Rod, so we can probably safely Ultra Ball the Energy and Radzard, and then just Super Rod for it back if we find we need it.
Yeah, because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do have one. No, I said there was one fire prized.
Was
right?
there?
I think there was one fire prized.
You play 7?
6 fire and a mist.
I think I saw all of them.
Were they all there? Okay.
I don't know. Either way. Should be okay. We probably don't need the Arvin after this either, though.
Well, that's true, because we're getting the Pidgeot, so we don't need that.
And Iono's also kind of useless, but it's all good. So we can go Arvin Fire, Arvin Radzard. They're both fine. We just Super Rod the other one back.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's right.
And I think we just quick search for a piece of Zard for the next turn if we can.
Yeah, they're gonna hit back, get the Zard.
Kind of like, oh, we get Charmeleon too, actually. I think I like Charmeleon better.
Piece of Zard can't be Iono'd at that point.
Exactly.
Then would you rather those last 2 energies back in at this point?
We can wait till the Zard dies if you want. That way we get max value for it.
Assuming we still have it.
Yeah, assuming we still have it. But we can just quick search for it if we absolutely need to. I like the concept of getting max value for it, especially if we're going to be in a position to use Radzard, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
That way we kind of get more out of it. So our prize map here is looking like we're going to two-shot this Zard, and then we're going to want to either boss KO that Rotom, or they might collapse it, so it might get a little bit more difficult. We have max belt, boss KO Pidgey if we need to. Oh, they bumped the Pidgey. Okay. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. I was looking around for the Pidgey. I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
I could assume
Thanks,
the
man.
Rotom was gone.
Yeah, I guess they just want to use their last rare candy on that Zard, which makes sense. So yeah, the Pidgeot is kind of useless now, actually, because they only have 1 candy left.
Which they didn't find.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
So, yeah, they don't play
you can go
max
to Pidgeot,
belt.
but yeah, you can do that too. Either one's fine.
Yeah, because it's going to end up with that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, Super Rod looks good here. Super Rod, then Iono, then just get whatever else we need.
Oh yeah, yep.
How many Zards do we have?
One left.
I think we prized one, didn't we?
Did we prize one?
Thought we did. Are we gonna need 3 energies?
No, because they're not going to be able to knock out a Zard.
Yeah,
In
probably
1 hit.
not. So I think that, and then maybe
Then the
Zard
Zard.
feels fine.
Extra
Yeah,
piece
I wish
that
we
can
should have
get.
probably taken notes of what we prized. That was on us. 100% on us. It's all good. We can Iono and then just pick out whatever else we need.
Any value of attaching the max build, so it's not back in the deck.
I don't think so.
Is there
Just because Vacuum is scary.
Okay,
Have they played Vacuum yet? We can double check if they played it actually.
Yes, they have.
Oh, they have. Okay, yeah, go for it.
Okay.
No harm in that.
Leave the Radzard.
I think so. I think we want to leave that spot open.
No need for it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we won't need to power it up too much because they're down to 3 prizes.
That is disgusting. All right, well, guess our bed's made here. Oh, we have another Charmander, which is great. So let's buddy poffin for that Charmander too.
And then the Charmander can be powered up.
Yep.
Fully.
Yeah, because they have no way of knocking us out here. What in the world? There we go. What they'll probably do is just try and hide behind a Zardiax here, in which we just boss. Like I don't really see a way out of this for them unless they try and like stall us or something. And we know we have the switch, otherwise we never would have committed all those energies down.
Yeah,
Instead of been a little dodgy.
Yeah.
I have no idea why they're even still playing the game.
Well, because it's Tord's list, and you can't lose with Tord's list.
Can't lose. Tord would find some way to win this. That Zardar is so sick. The shiny
it's so good.
So sick. I'm not a big Zard guy. I don't like Charizard just because I feel like it's overhyped, but I can respect that art.
I have never been a big Charizard fan. It was never my starter when I played the game back in the day, and
let me guess. Fine. You seem like a Blastoise guy.
Nope, I was a Bulbasaur guy.
Really? Interesting.
Always a Bulbasaur guy.
I respect that. I also was a Bulbasaur guy.
But it was also, I think, the only grass starter I ever liked.
Yeah, most of the other ones are kind of jank, actually.
I didn't play in the black and white time. I was too cool for Pokemon at that point. But
of course,
yeah. Snivy is I like Snivy a lot.
Snivy's sick. I like Rowlet a lot too.
What game was that one? Was that XY?
It was Gen 7. So that was Sun and Moon.
Yeah, that was also when I was too cool for this game.
Yeah.
Took me about midway through college before I realized that, I'm not necessarily too cool for it.
Yeah, I still think I'm too cool for it. No, I'm kidding. All right, well, the 180 on the Rotom came back. Yeah, we have game in hand.
They saw their route. They saw their hope that we didn't have, because we had the Pidgeot, so it doesn't really matter. You should hit
the Charizard just to show them that we can. Just You boss the
Is
Charizard.
that? Oh shoot! Yeah, I can, can't I?
Yeah. Just to show him that we can. I just want him to know what's up.
There it is.
Don't mess with us.
Yeah, not only the 330, but the the 380 with the max belt too.
Right? We won Zardmir going. Like he had a Zard and a Pidgeot, and we had like a bunch of Charmanders and Pidgeys, and we still won. Like it's crazy how the matchup works. It's insane.
You're one of those people that need to get that one last prize with Chin Pao, and you load it up with 8 energies, don't you?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Unless it's taking forever. If it's taking forever, I'm like, nah, just die. But yeah, no, for sure. Oh yeah, we only said we're doing an hour, right? I totally forgot about
Yep.
that. All right, cool. Yeah, if there's anything that you want to work on, feel free to throw it in that doc. I'm gonna put some stuff in there too, some stuff that we might have like gone over, some stuff to think about. Good luck for your challenge as well on the weekend.
Appreciate it.
What day is it? Saturday?
Yeah, it's Saturday. It's
Okay.
it's actually a cup challenge doubleheader there, but I have to miss the cup. I am coaching my daughter's soccer team, so I will be missing the cup, but I'll be there for the challenge.
You coach soccer?
I do.
Oh, sick. Me too. There you go.
Oh yeah, there you go. Cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's how I got into this whole like coaching Pokemon thing because I'm a soccer coach, and I was like, all right, I think I'd enjoy this. I coach at the University of Toronto.
Really?
I coach the men's team there. Yeah. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's why really I missed the UIC. I was coaching. So.
Oh, what are you doing that for, man?
I know, man. I should just quit. Just quit while I'm ahead, right?
Yeah,
no, that is definitely more important.
I'm a baseball and basketball guy, first and foremost. Okay. But I'm also whatever my kids need me to be as far as coaching for what. So that's where my soccer coaching comes. I've been throwing a
baseball around for the past hour. I've literally been throwing this baseball for the past hour. I just have it on my desk. It's a Vladdy home run ball, actually.
Oh, is it really?
That yeah, one of my buddies gave to me. I was like,
oh dang, that's sick. Amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, anything you need, just let me know. I'm always here. Just message away. I appreciate you taking the leap of faith, and hope you had fun. Hope you learned some stuff, and we'll talk.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Of course, man. Take care.
All right. See ya.
See ya.
Hey, everybody. Thank you all for watching. So that was the first coaching session with Aneil, and I cannot recommend him enough. I learned a ton even in that short hour, and I did get a second session scheduled with him. So I am looking forward to that as I prepare for the Indianapolis Regional. If you do have any questions about coaching, if you're not sure, how everything went, be sure to ask me questions. I would be more than happy to answer. Leave a comment, reach out to me on Twitter. My handle is right here below, or you can even just reach out to Aneil. I'm sure he would be more than happy to answer questions about how he does things with his coaching. So thank you everybody for watching, and until next time, see you then.